Born into a prominent aristocratic family on June 16, 1882 in Tehran, Mohammad Mossadegh's life was intricately woven into the fabric of Iran's political landscape. His father served as a finance minister, and his mother was a Qajar princess, connecting him to the nation's royal lineage. However, his journey would diverge sharply from the paths of absolute monarchy, driven by a profound commitment to Iranian sovereignty and self-determination. Mosaddegh received a modern Western education, studying in Paris and Switzerland and becoming the first Iranian to earn a doctorate in law from a European university in 1913. Upon his return, he briefly taught at the Tehran School of Political Science before embarking on a long and distinguished political career. He served in various governmental roles, including as a member of parliament, governor of several provinces, and Minister of Justice, Finance, and Foreign Affairs. In the early 1950s, a wave of fervent nationalism swept through Iran, fueled by growing resentment over the British monopoly on Iran's vast oil reserves through the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, AIOC. The AIOC had historically enjoyed immensely profitable operations while paying Iran a pittance in royalties, often far less than the agreed-upon 16%. Mosaddegh, a charismatic and popular figure, emerged as a leading voice advocating for the nationalization of Iran's oil industry. He believed that control over this vital resource was essential for Iran's economic independence and national dignity. In 1951, the Iranian parliament, with overwhelming public support, voted to nationalize the oil industry, ending nearly 50 years of British domination. This move catapulted Mosaddegh to the forefront, and he was elected Prime Minister of Iran. His premiership, though brief, 1951-1953, was marked by a series of bold social and political reforms. He introduced measures like Social Security, land reform, and higher taxes, including the novel concept of taxing land rent. However, the defining feature of his time in office was the resolute stand he took against the AIOC, pushing for true nationalization that would benefit the Iranian people. This defiance sparked a major international crisis. Britain, heavily reliant on Iranian oil, responded with an economic embargo and sought to undermine Mossadegh's government. Initially, the United States under President Truman resisted British calls for a coup, but the Eisenhower administration, fearing a potential communist takeover by the Tudeh party amid the Cold War anxieties, was eventually persuaded to support a covert operation. The CIA and British intelligence, in a coordinated effort known as Operation Ajax, orchestrated Mossadegh's overthrow in August 1953. This involved a multi-pronged approach, employing tactics like bribery, staged riots, spreading false propaganda, and threats against religious figures. A key part of the plot involved the reinstatement of the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who had previously fled the country. Mosaddegh was arrested, tried in a military court, and initially sentenced to death. However, the Shah commuted his sentence to 3 years in solitary confinement, followed by house arrest in his ancestral village of Ahmadabad. Mosaddegh lived under house arrest until his death. Mossadegh's legacy remains a subject of intense debate and continues to reverberate in Iran and beyond. He is revered by many Iranians as a national hero and a champion of secular democracy and resistance to foreign domination. However, the circumstances of his removal from power and the foreign interference involved have left a lasting impact on U.S.-Iran relations and are often seen as contributing factors to the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Today, his story serves as a potent reminder of the complexities surrounding resource control, national sovereignty, and the lasting consequences of foreign intervention in domestic politics.